I got home, she was doing the dishes in a dress.
From the Apoko Studios, I'm Dave Morris with News OK, and I'm joined by my new friend, Daniel Walcher, and thank you for coming in, sir.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate the time, and the reason you're here is your third album, self-titled, Daniel Walcher, is coming out this weekend. You got the show at the Blue Note in Oklahoma City, Saturday night, 10 o'clock.
Yep.
Congratulations on the new album.
Thank you. It's finally here. It's been a long time coming, but we're excited.
Now, I was doing some research on this because our friend Rob Chrissinger
Yes.
got us the press release here, and your third album, I think it was going to be released in November, but it's out already in September, right?
Well, it was kind of a struggle. We actually wanted to do it earlier in the month or earlier in the summer, like South by Southwest time, which is, I think, March-ish. But, it's stuff like this. You just got to take time and make sure you do it right and get all the ducks in a row before you bring something out. So it took us a little bit longer than originally anticipated. So I think it's a perfect time.
You mentioned South by Southwest. You've actually performed there twice, is that right?
Yeah, I've been lucky enough. The Oklahoma Film and Music Office has been graciously invited me to come perform for them the last 2 years at their showcase.
Now there's a lot of people telling me how to fix it.
Is that a fun deal?
It's a great deal, man. I mean, you go down there and it's all bands from Oklahoma, so it's like seeing all your friends and just having a good time.
Now, this album produced down in Norman at Blackwatch Studio.
Yes.
That's Jared and Chad, right? Those are some good guys.
Man, they're incredible. Those guys are brilliant. I don't have any plans on tracking anywhere else. Those guys, the vibe there and just everything is great.
It is a good vibe. We've shot several videos down there. They're great to work with.
Yeah.
It's got a great environment, nice size, good setup. They actually performed in some of the songs, right?
They did, yeah. Chad was really beneficial on a lot of the keyboards and organs and stuff like that. Chad has this amazing array of old keyboards, from vintage keyboards.
You're right,
stuff,
yeah,
so.
I remember that. You're right, he's got like this, there's one room back there with a whole bunch of vintage stuff.
Oh my gosh, there's a warehouse, which I actually organized one time, and it took me about 8 hours because they have so much stuff back there. But Chad did the keys, and then Jared kicked it on guitar, so getting both of those guys on one record is pretty amazing.
That's pretty fun. And this weekend you're playing with a full band, right?
Yeah, yep. It's going to be full band. We'll have 5 on stage band members, and then my wife will also be on stage playing piano, and then I'll be the front man.
Ladies and gentlemen, she just fixed his hair and makeup before this taping, so she is a key part of
Yes,
this situation.
yes, Ramsey.
All right, third album, and the CD watch party is this weekend, and part of the proceeds go towards Whitefields, right?
Yeah, we're, my wife and I had the opportunity to sit down and discuss with this record. Hey, one of our other passions was being able to give back to kids in state and foster care. That's something I grew up in, and so we were trying to figure out a way to make it, feasibly, or feasibly possible, but. And so we said, hey, let's do this. So I'm not on the label, so we can make our own rules with this stuff. So let's do 20%. Overall, the goal is I want to put an acoustic guitar in every foster home, either state or independently owned, in Oklahoma, and then eventually, hopefully, move on to a more national platform. And that's going to be kind of my dream if I can get that going. So.
How young were you when you first had a guitar, started writing, started playing?
I didn't pick up a guitar until I was about 12. I played the drums a little bit before then, but the guitar came around 12. And
just to impress the ladies is what I've read.
That's
right?
So they say. But I picked up the guitar when I was 12 and wrote I think I penned my first song when I was 12. So.
Tell me about what inspires you, what's behind the songs. It's about relationships, right?
Yeah, a lot of it is about relationships. I think the core where that comes from is growing up in that in the foster house mentality. You kind of get shuffled around a little bit, and so you're always trying to figure out relationships. Like, what is this person going to give to me, and what am I supposed to give back to this person? How does this work? And so, I guess just growing into my adult life, I've kind of just delve deeper into that, what makes relationships work, and I don't want to be a sappy, these are all heartbreak songs, because they're not. Some of them are fun, upbeat stuff, but I don't know, it's always been a mystery to me. My wife always said I should be a psychologist if I wasn't a musician, because I think about this stuff all the time. So
that's cool. Someone has to. I think we all spend all of our lives trying to figure out relationships, right?
Yeah.
All right, favorite song on the new album?
Favorite song would have to be Dishes in Her Dress. That's
really?
That's a good one for me.
Tell us about that. What's that about?
It's actually, it was written not too long ago, probably in the last, well, I say not too long ago, it's probably been about a year now, but it's just kind of the story about a guy who comes home from his job working on basically, some sort of yard, hard job, and the economy's going south, so he realizes that he's probably going to lose his job, and he has to come home and face his wife and tell her that,
Wow.
he's going to have to lose his job, and she's in the kitchen doing the dishes at her dress, and so he realizes they have this moment, where they kind of sort it out, and she ensures him that though they may not have what they want, they have everything they need. So it's something that, my wife and I really, coming out with a big project like this, it's tough, There's not a ton of money that's going around. So it's a big what if, You don't know what's going to happen. So you got to stick together. Teamwork.
There you have it, the behind the scenes.
Teamwork.
Go see my friend Daniel Walcher Saturday at the at the Blue Note in Oklahoma City. 10 p.m. I believe is when the show starts.
Yep.
Tickets are $5 at the door, and the new album is out as well. Self-titled, Daniel Walcher. You can find more information at danielwalcher.com. Daniel?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much
Good
for your
to see
time.
you.
We appreciate it.
Everything we'll ever need. When I got home, she was doing the dishes in a dress.